in your purse, in your wallet, in your pocket. What do you think that you get? What do you ever look in your pocket purse and think, oh, I won't get loads with that? You don't, do you? Oh, it's parking for a couple of hours if you're lucky.
Hot chocolate in London.
Oh yeah, yeah, a decent sized coffee. You can't even get a glass of wine in a pub for that, can you?
No, near me. No way.
No way, not even a little one.
Nope.
This is genuine gemstones. Aren't they lovely? Got a lovely glow about them, haven't they?
Do you know, I'm just thinking, those
Dangerous,
gold...
Sarah.
I know.
We've had this chat.
Don't get paid for that, do I? Those beautiful gold beads next to you would look amazing.
Shall I slide the faceted little glitter balls over and you can see? These are the faceted glitter balls I've got coming up. Sarah just said they go lovely and she's not wrong. She's not wrong at all. Those are coming on the show. £3.95 for these now. Sujay, Paula, Ella, Yvonne, Sarah, Carol, everybody, be quick. I've got loads more coming up though. Don't panic, don't worry. Ooh. Right, when you think tourmaline, what comes to mind? What comes to mind?
Rainbow, multicolored.
Absolutely. I'm gonna completely blow your mind now, because we hardly ever get this. Black tourmaline. Look at that.
With those beautiful hematite we've just done.
Yeah, with those lovely, I mean, you could go, I mean, black and gold. I mean, how sexy is that? Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, that looks, imagine that look lovely with those agates we've just done, look.
Yes.
Wouldn't it? The lovely thing is, when you've got a jet black gemstone, it's going to go with everything.
It does.
Doesn't matter what you put it with, does it?
No, not at all. I'm just thinking for the sort of, this season, sort of party season that's coming up. It's nice to have that black background and then put something with a bit of sparkle or a bit of shimmer in there.
I mean, now these I've got coming up. I've got about, I think I've got about 30 odd. I haven't got many. And that to me is, somebody said to me, what's the perfect strand for a stretchy bracelet? That's it. I was just talking about those multicolour agates earlier with that lovely bright pink agate that I gave to that lady. 31 available. I thought it was limited, but oh my goodness me. Yeah. That to me is one of my favourite strands on Jewellery Maker.
Yeah. I love it. And for me, if you're the sort of person who maybe struggles working out what gemstone colours might go next to each other, you've got a palette made there. It's all done, just keep that as a reference and go, those all go together. Exactly.
Just to mention, when those come on, do be quick, because when I come off in 20 minutes, if there's any left, I'm having them because it's my favourite. So we'll do those in a moment. So the black tourmaline, again, another giveaway price. But it's not for me, that's not the price point. For me, it's the unusual opportunity to own a jet black tourmaline, because we expect colour to be tourmaline to be multicoloured. But again, if you've got any of our multicoloured strands of tourmaline and you want to inject a contrast, but you want to keep it all, perhaps you've got an October birthday, and that's your birthstone with your opal and your tourmaline, and you want that colour, but you want to add something else, but keep it all your birthstone.
Yeah, definitely.
You can.
Or if you're looking for, gents who have got that as their birthstone as well, perfect for gents jewellery. I love the irregularity that you've got.
That's a very good point as well.
Yes.
Yeah, because Mark's got a Makes for Men Day coming up soon, or a DV. I happen to know because I filmed it with him. So that'd be great, wouldn't it? Right then, which one next? I love these. Look at that. I mean, Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat, eat your heart out.
Oh, definitely.
It's coming around again, isn't it, Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat? It's touring again.
Is it?
Yeah. 80 carats of do you know what it is with agate, though? It's not just the colour, it's the banding. Oh, doesn't it add a lovely interest?
It does. And for me, because you've got those hues, the colours that come across there as well, so it's not like a set, solid palette of colour.
Exactly.
You've got all of those different hues of the same colour with the banding.
Do you know why I love them, I think? I think it's when I was at school, when I was at junior school, I was the queen of the playground at marbles.
Ah, yes.
And you know when you have tornadoes and all the different ones and the, oh gosh, and the Jubilee and your white fancies and all that. And also when I was a little girl, I loved bouncy balls. Oh, bouncy balls. I'd always got one in my hand. So this takes me back to my childhood. Bouncy balls and marbles. Tell you what, I'm happy. That's nostalgia on a strand, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, so, these look very high-end agates, though, don't they? Look at those. We've made that a posh strand with tassels on and everything.
That's it. So for me, things like the top I've got, that's got loads of colours in it.
Yeah.
It's really hard to pick one colour
Yeah,
that you want to wear your jewellery made from.
Yeah.
So I ended up going for sort of metallics and monochrome.
But if you threw all the colours at it...
It's perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Now then, 80 carats, they're 8 mils. We've gone up a little bit in size. Now, Sabine's had 3. So that took us to 28 already. It's not a problem, but Janice has had 2 as well, so that's 5 gone. So that took us down to 26. And I've only got that left to go around everybody. But look at that, and what I love about that is every single one of those is unique. Look at the colours you got there. I mean, you've got brown, cream, black, deep red, all the colours of blue, purple, orange, green. £6.95. Now, I'll be honest, I'm going to come off those because I'm hoping there'll be a few left when I come off. It's because that's my favourite. But I don't think there will be. Darn it. I'll be on the call centre as soon as I come off. I'll be hello? What do you want it? No. No, I've come off. Right then, now. There's one we haven't done there. We like greys and that's gorgeous, that one. I like that. That's me. I don't know, but it's lovely. I'm not sure what it is actually. What's the grey one? Don't know what that is. Oh, I've had me eagle eye. Is it called? It is not called eagle eye. It's not called eagle eye. I was going to say I've had me. No, it's beady eye, isn't it? Beady eye, not eagle eye. Oh, never seen that before. Oh. Can I just show Sarah while you're all having a little sorry? Look, I've never seen them before. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what, you have a few weeks off and there's new gemstones creeping. Ooh. Oh, variation of your monochrome. Look, black rutile quartz with your black tourmaline. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, there you go. Imagine that alternated. Oh, and that with your black elastic. See how let me show you, look. We've just talked about that black elastic, haven't we? Look at that, just show you, look. Now that is the perfect elastic to make a stretchy with that strand, isn't it? Doesn't that look great?
It does.
Yeah? Any of the elastic left, producer? There are a few of the 0.5 and the 0.8 mil left, so that's good news. 90 carats now. Look at that. I love this because it looks like Mother Nature has done... Do you remember the Etch-a-Sketch? Was it called an Etch-a-Sketch? That red thing where you drew something and then you just shook it and it all disappeared. Yeah, and it was those black lines, wasn't it, that you drew with? And that's like Mother Nature's had a little play with an Etch-a-Sketch.
It is.
Isn't it? But you can't rub it out because they're locked in. She won't let you. These are under 5, we should have said. We've done most of these under 5, haven't we? It's a good price point, isn't it?
Do you know that's rutile quartz? Because that's normally a lot more considered than that.
Yeah. Because the thing is as well, look at that. Every single one of those is different. Some have got less of the rutile, some have got more. It's like Mother Nature's scribble, isn't it? It's like a handwriting locked into those. And those black rutile needles form, and then the quartz forms around it. It's so clever. And we've done all of that for a £5. It's a full 38cm strand, I'm going to just point out. We haven't scrimped. Because I think if you see a £5 like that, you'd expect the strand to be shorter. Mm-hmm. That makes sense, doesn't it?
It would do, wouldn't it?
Nope. But I'd be putting those with black tourmaline.
Yes, because you've got the black tourmaline in there.
Yeah, that would look lovely.
It would.
So £4.95. Genuine black rutilated quartz. No, rutilated. Sorry, I've gone very grumpy, haven't I? Rutilated. No, I've not seen it. I'll be on. If you're thinking eagle eye, what? I'm with you. Despite being an accredited jewellery professional, despite being a presenter for many years, I have never seen this. Oh my. Do you know, I'll be honest, when I saw it, I didn't care what it was. I just want, you know, when you just see something and you want it, you don't actually care what it is.
No.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to make you a bundle now. Black tourmaline, black rutilated quartz, and eagle eye. What's eagle eye? Eagle eye what? Is it quartz, is it? Never heard of it.
Do you know what it looks like when you move it? It's like liquid mercury. You know when you move mercury and you get all the dark, and the light goes across the top of it. It's got a shimmer to it. It's like a sheen that comes across the top of the gemstone.
Do you know what I think as well? I think if you like labradorite, you're going to love that.
Yeah.
I really, let me try that on. Eagle eye quartz. Do you know what? I like the name. Eagle. Can you imagine somebody saying what you're wearing? Oh, it's eagle eye. Eagle eye quartz. Oh, that is, oh, I'm having one of those. Oh, that is lovely. Again, I think if you like some of our obsidians, you know, when the obsidian changes in the,
it's got that light play that goes through there. So when you see the lighter
light
areas,
and shade, isn't there?
And it moves, then it turns into a darker sort of area as well.
Oh my! Oh my word, they are adorable, aren't they? Isn't it lovely to see something new that we're not used to seeing as well? Sometimes you think Mother Nature has delivered all the gemstones that we're going to be aware of, and then suddenly something like this comes up. I've never seen it. I've never even heard of it.
And sometimes you just want that softer, monochromatic essence to a piece of jewellery. So you don't necessarily want a pure black.
Yeah, because that might be too much. That, especially in the winter months when you've got a little, your skin's a bit lighter possibly, and you've lost a bit of tan you may have got in the summer. But I think that is much more gentle. And
I think that with the rose quartz that was in the mega bundle.
Yeah, I'll show you that actually. If I've got time,
would give you that real softness.
Let me just show you. Look, because pink and grey goes great, doesn't it? Oh, nice call, Sarah.
Just a real, because it's softer.
Yeah. Lovely. Now you might like the eagle eye, but you might be thinking, I'd like a little bit more colour. Well. Oh, wow. Do you know, have you ever been and seen a lovely sort of running river? You know when it's got a lovely, you know when rivers that, I know all rivers run eventually, but you know what I mean, a lovely fast-paced moving river. Yes. That's lovely and see-through, lovely and clear, and you've got all the lovely mixture of the different pebbles underneath the water.
Yes.
That's the kind of image I'm thinking there.
Yeah, definitely. Or, you know, sometimes when you see eroded coastlines and you see all the different striations and the different colour tones running through.
Oh, they are. Can we have it? Oh, there you are. You read my mind, Director Adam. I was about to say, can we have a bit of a close-up to show all those different colours? And look how glossy. What a great polish those have taken. Because if you think about it, quartz is 8 on the most hardness scale, so it can withstand a vigorous polish.
It can.
It can withstand it. 130 carats of those stunning Brazilian multicolour, but a lovely subdued colour. Because those multicolour agates we had earlier, you might have thought, oh, they're a bit bright for me, to be honest. That gives you elements of colour and shades, but a much more muted palette, doesn't it?
Definitely. And again, I'm just thinking of the mega bundle, things like the Unikine that's in there, or the Dalmatian jasper, and things like that. They're lovely. Tones work beautifully to each other.
They're really. I tell you what, is that the right price? So it should have been £12.95, and then we take £6. That's almost half price. We're 50p off half price there. Do you want to see them with the grey tones? Oh, I'd have to have both sizes. I'd have to have both of those, wouldn't you?
Wouldn't that make a beautiful double?
Wouldn't it?
Double neckline piece.
Yes, we really would actually. I tell you what, I'd actually buy a couple of each of those at least, and have a really long sort of 30-inch.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, where you just drape it over and you don't.
Yeah. Because that'd be really nice over your winter knits.
Well, this is the thing, you know. I mean, you do start to move towards your jumpers at this time of year, so you do need to tend to go a little bit bigger, or as Fleur was saying the other day, a little bit more textured. Yes. To go with your knitwear for it to stand out.
That's it. Otherwise, you know, if it's a very delicate piece of jewellery, it's also gets lost in the neckline.
Absolutely. That is fantastic. £6.95. Now then, we have a wonderful merchandising, posh word for buying team, and head of that is a lovely Simon. And I went in to see him today with my usual, Simon, could I have something new for the show? And he either goes, no, or he'll go, yeah, go on then. And today it was a very lovely, yeah, go on then. Something a little bit different, something that I don't think we've seen before. Again, like the eagle eye, I've never seen it before. So we're going to give it to you as a late show reveal. I tell you what, before I show it you, live. Thank you, Lucy. Goosey. Thank you. Before I show it you live, my lovely director recorded it earlier because we were all standing around the lighting box going, oh, let's have a look at the recording box. Could you show us your recording, please? It looks like it's something off Doctor Who, doesn't it? Ding, 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 woo, woo. Doesn't it? It looks like an Ametrine has added a barcode to a gemstone.
It does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, I love that.
Whoa, I bet you're all nice. In fact, do text in what you think that is. Because I'll tell you now, I wouldn't have had a clue. You can text in on 60777. Start your text with JM Studio. What the heck do you think that is? Isn't it incredible?
Do you know, I want to say it looks like Ametrine crossed with abalone.
Yeah?
No. To me. No.
Sadly,
I know that's not such a thing. But,
no, yeah. But yeah, well, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Mm. Now, it looks very different when it's not backlit. That's what makes this even more incredible. That's when we put it in I can imagine this at night time. That's when we put that into what did you put behind it to get that to come through, Adam? Just your phone light. Oh, okay, great, okay. So just a torch, basically. Now then, let me show you in daylight view. Complete contrast. Clever. It's ever so clever. You'll be surprised. I'd have to get this just for the collectability aspect of it, regardless of whether I made it into jewellery. There's your daylight view. Oh no, somebody just made a great guess. A great guess. Somebody just who was that, darling, that messaged in? Oh, Anonymous. Said Boulder Opal. I think that's a good guess.
Yeah.
It'd be wrong, but it's a good guess. Put you out your misery. It's called an iris agate. What a lovely name. Wow. Oh, what a lovely name. An iris agate. I'm just going to see whether I can... right. Now, this might be a bit bright for you because I borrowed my producer's phone, so I do apologise it being a bit bright. Now, let's just see if I can get that effect in the studio. Now, let me see if I can... I've turned the lights down in the studio a little bit. If I take that light away a little bit... Sorry, there you go. Can you see that rainbow? Look at that. Isn't that clever? Can you see that though? Those Ametrine rainbow colours, look.
That's brilliant.
Isn't that clever?
That's amazing.
What a fascinating gemstone. I thought we'd seen all the agates. We haven't, have we?
No.
An iris agate.
That's just a wonderful,
oh my word. Look at that as I tilt. What a collector's dream these are. Our world is incredible, isn't it? Look at that. So you take the light away and you've got that lovely gentle agate with the banding, and then you hit the light and that's when the magic happens. They are lovely.
That is amazing.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, don't they come in a little gift box as well? They do. Have I got one of those, Lucy, darling, to show? So if we pop the lights back on, you've seen it now. So, oh, goodness me. It's like, you know that thing at the end of the night when you've got your beer goggles on? When you've been dancing with somebody you think's really attractive and the lights come on and either you or they go, oh! 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 Did I give you my phone number? Sorry. Oh dear, you got to laugh, haven't you? Anyway, so the iris agate. Have we got the little Luce? Can she hear me? Lucy? Is she there? Oh, I don't think she's there. They do come. We haven't got one to have. What number were they in? What hour? Can we see if we can find it? I might have that here next to me then. Oh no, that's the box that she took off. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, that's a shame. I wanted to show you, but they all come in a clear lidded square presentation box. That's the word I'm going to use. Oh, thank you, Leah. Leah's amazing. Thank you, Leah. High quality. Okay. Oh, we need it at the end of the hour. That's when it comes in. So you get this as well. Okay. Now, if you would like to own a rarely, certainly I think on Jewellery Maker, never before seen in 8 years, I'm willing to put my name to that. 9 carats you'll get. They come in different shapes and sizes. So in the recording we've got a pear shape. In the studio I've got a fat bottom pear shape. $44.95. We've got some squares. I think we've got some marquees as well. So it could be, you know, different shapes. So buy 2 or 3, you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. These are also from a location we don't see very often, Indonesia. So if you're like me and you collect your gemstones and you want one of everything, I'm willing to bet you might not have an iris agate. I certainly don't. Now, we negotiated a huge saving for you on the show this evening. It's a big drop. Despite the fact that I think most of us have never seen an iris agate. £20 sliced off that price point. It comes with the presentation box. Now, Sarah, have you ever seen an iris agate?
I haven't, and I've been to lots of sort of fairs and places where the collectors collect rare gemstones, and I've never seen one. Never seen that, and we've proven that it works in the studio. That there is exactly the same scenario. Turn the lights down, put your torch, your phone light, whatever. Look at the I'm so sorry, we've got a little bit of a fingerprint on there, haven't we? So sorry, but obviously when we're trying to pick things up and hold them, it's inevitable. When that's polished and we've removed those, it's like he's been nicked, isn't it, my director? He's given us his thumbprint there. But he's done a really, and he said it was effortless. And I've just proved that in the studio. I literally picked it up, still a relatively brightly lit studio, and you saw those lovely rainbow iris tones coming through. £24.95, this is definitely one for the collectors. And do get your authenticity card. Okay, because otherwise people think we just made it up, don't they? Iris agate, what? Your authenticity card's only 25p. And you can order that from our call centre, or you can just get it yourself online. Okay? So well done. Iris agate. That's definitely one for us that like to collect genuine gemstones. So brilliant. Now, we've pushed the good news is for you coming up now is, A, you've got my lovely colleague, the lovely Emma, coming on. You've all, because I've had a few problems with my vocal cords lately, so I'm only allowed to increase an hour a week. So sorry about that, to love and leave you, short but sweet. But the good news is, not only have you got the lovely Emma, you've also got a kit in the 8 o'clock hour and the 9 o'clock hour with a demonstration from my lovely guest designer, the lovely Sarah. So I'm going to leave you now, but don't go anywhere, because on the other side of this break, you'll get Emma and you'll get a fantastic kit and a demo from Sarah. So thank you, crew. Thank you, Sarah. Yes. Take care, and I'll see you on Friday at 1 o'clock.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket, or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share. Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs. Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. I'm really excited. I'm Emma, by the way. I'm with you for the last 2 hours. Obviously, Zena's building herself back up to doing a full shift again. So I said I'd come in and cover the last 2 hours for her tonight. So it's lovely to be here. It's been really busy over the last hour, and I know that these have been promoted for a long time now. So it's going to be exciting. So we have got your beautiful gold-plated sterling silver faceted beads. You are getting 50 of these. Now, aren't they? They're perfectly festive, aren't they, these, Sarah?
They are. I've been saying how they go with loads of the sort of bundles and strands we've been doing in the last hour. So yes, for me, they're perfect. I love these. They're brilliant for any of your designs, but we were talking about hiding your knots of your stretchy bracelets within them, and how that they, you know, just separate out your gemstones and just give you that seamless finish. They're beautiful.
Beautiful. I love that idea, like hiding your knots with these. Absolutely. Yes. They're gorgeous. And I know by having these facets on the surface as well, you've got that added kind of air of luxury with these as well, haven't you?
And it's just that attention to detail. So even one of these in, you know, between 2 gemstones in a pair of earrings, for instance, it's just going to give that lighter movement when you're wearing those pair of earrings. Just, you know, make you the centre of attention.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. You are looking fabulous, by the way, darling.
Thank you very much.
You are. You really are. It's lovely to see. It's been ages. I think it's been like a year or something since we've worked together. It's crazy. It has. But you've got a big pack of these. I mean, you're looking at 50 of these. A lot of times when we see the sterling silver, it's a pack of 10, maybe a pack of 20. So to get kind of a real package deal like this, a big bulk order.
Yeah, it just means that, you know, when you're using them, you're not sort of constantly going, right, I'm going to use 2 here and 3 there, and I'm going to run out, or, you know, you've got plenty in there. But I would multi-buy these because for me, they're the sort of item that I add to lots of pieces of jewellery, in fact, almost every piece of jewellery, because it adds value, it adds detail, and it makes your jewellery so much different from everybody else's by those attention to detail, little elements. And you might think, oh, it's just a small element, just a couple of these in a piece of jewellery. It just changes it and makes, it might mean that if you're selling your jewellery, that you make that sale. that if someone sees your jewellery, they may make a commission from you.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if you're gifting, that people think, crikey, what have I done to deserve this beautiful piece of jewellery?
Exactly. I love it. And like you said, that air of elegance, that luxury, that added detail that you've got, it is the little things, it's the detail that takes your jewellery to that high-end level, isn't it? And to be able to really generate much more of an income from it if you're somebody that is selling your jewellery. Oh, wow. That is not what I was expecting. At £9.95 for 50 of these. I mean, you think about what you pay for 10 sometimes, £6.95 for 10. You're getting a pack of 50 today. Well done, Cindy, Patricia in Derbyshire, Patricia in Swansea's there. Hello to Adrian. Leslie's bought 2, Cindy's bought 2, Sabine's bought 2. Lots of people are multi-buying. £9.95 today in this beautiful, beautiful pack of 50 that you've got here. And you could use these actually, you know, as well as an accent, you could actually use these as a feature. I'm looking at these now thinking, I'd like a section of these kind of in a slider bracelet or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, Zena today, she had on her stretchy bracelets with her beautiful sterling silver beads. Can you imagine using, you know, getting a couple of packs of these and actually doing a whole stretchy bracelet with these, just out of those would look amazing.
Absolutely.
So they can be that real feature, you know, and you know, to create a stretchy, full wraparound stretchy bracelet in gold-plated sterling silver. How amazing.
Fantastic, fantastic. I love that. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Right, we have got jump rings coming your way next in sterling silver. So we're going to start off with these. Don't forget, we have got the kit with Sarah coming up for you as soon as we are done with these few auctions here. So, 925 sterling silver jump rings, and these are absolutely stunning. I was talking to, who was it? I was talking to Linda the other day, and we were saying that if you're selling your jewellery, you know, every element as silver, every element of that has to be silver,
that's
right?
it. For me, I wouldn't say a piece was a sterling, you know, a solid sterling silver piece, if you like, or all sterling silver, unless, you know, the jump rings, the clasp, crimp covers, crimp tubes, everything was sterling silver. For me, I'd have to, I always, with my descriptions, say what all the elements are anyway.
Absolutely.
So for me, it's really important to have all my elements available to me.
Definitely. Definitely. And again, we've got a really big parcel of these as well, 50 in these sterling silver jump rings. This is another jewellery stash essential, isn't it, that you're never going to have too many of.
No, that's it. For me, you know, jump rings are great for, you know, creating little extender chains on the end of a piece of jewellery. So, for instance, if you make a piece of jewellery for somebody and you don't necessarily know for definite their wrist length, you can have a guess, but actually, you know, you might just need to add a couple of extra jump rings in there to give them that expandability. Or there may be somebody that maybe struggles, you know, with their wrists maybe puffing up, or, you know, if they, you know, swelling for whatever reason. By having those few extra jump rings in the back gives that flexibility. Do you want to wear it tight today, or do you want to wear that piece of jewellery looser?
That's great. I love that. It's really nice to have that, isn't it? And again, if you're on, I don't know, maybe you've got a craft fair or something like that, it's, you know, you could tell someone to come back within an hour and you could have it, like, you know, adjusted to their perfect size. So it's going to really help with you kind of closing a sale as well, right?
That's it, definitely. You know, and again, for things like earrings, to change the orientation of a pair of earrings, so maybe you've made something and they're not quite sitting right, just putting one jump ring in between the shepherd's hook and the piece of that you've made creates that proper orientation for the piece of jewellery.
Fantastic. £7.95 for 50. Again today, 95 sterling silver. Remember, 1pm if you bought any of the pieces with Zena in the last 2 hours, it is 1pm until midnight tonight, so add them to your order. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, haven't you? So get these home, see them for yourself. If they're not for you, you can always send them back. And you can multi-buy on these as well, 6mm. They're absolutely beautiful. No quibbles, no qualms. Send it back if it's not for you. But again, 1pm, add these to your order. It's something you're going to be using again and again and again, isn't it?
It is. And again, multi-buy when we've got them, because, you know, the sort of item that you use plenty of in your jewellery making. So, you know, you don't want to run out.
Perfect. Okay, so we've got the rose gold now, and these are slightly larger, and they've got a slightly smaller gauge with these ones as well. So have a look at these. I love this rose. It's almost a red gold that we have on top of the sterling silver in these jump rings. Take a look at these. They're absolutely stunning. Beautiful quality. I mean, look at those against the black velvet. They just look so decadent, don't they? And so considered.
We've had a few strands of sort of the black tourmaline and
oh wow,
the eagle eye that quartz there, that you know these would sit beautifully between, just to create that little bit of a detail in there, and put that rose gold in there, which is everywhere on that sort of in the jewellery on the high streets and in, you know, your interior design and things like that. So to be able to put that into your jewellery would just look lovely. And you know, you don't always have to use them as, you know, a closure mechanism. They can just be a highlight in between a couple of gemstones. Just put a couple of jump rings in and it just changes that piece of jewellery.
Beautiful. I love that. You're getting 100 of these. That is quite significant. I was looking at these the other day and I was kind of I just put something weird out there. I was like, I would think these would be quite cool, like set into like cerulean or something. You know, you could make them as have them as a feature within there.
If you've got your flat black Swarovski crystals, crikey, that's hard to say, and put one of these around. Almost to frame it in the cerulean.
Yes.
And almost creating a bezel.
Yes.
And that would look beautiful.
Oh, wow, I love that. I thought of that with, oh my gosh, £14.95. I thought of that. I saw some big cabochons the other day, and I thought that it would be really cool to actually, you know, set a gemstone actually into a jump ring, like on the surface of the cabochons, and kind of build that up as well, like kind of what you do with a hot fix with certain things.
Yeah, definitely. With your cerulean, that you could do that onto a gemstone cabochon and just put a little bit of cerulean on the bottom, and then sort of crystal encrust it with the jump ring set in there.
Oh, love it. Love it. And that's why Glenda's just bought 3 of these. Well done to Glenda, well done Patricia, well done Sabine, you've got yours. Greater Manchester, Derbyshire's there, London's there. There's some silver saucer beads. I love these. They're like one of my favourites. I don't know where the pot's gone for these. I keep replacing it with the other pots, so I'm going to put those there a sec. We have got your saucer spacer beads. These are big ones as well. 6 mil on these. These are one of my favourite things. There's something so tactile about them. There's something so interesting about them. And again, I'm imagining these right now, maybe in a stretchy or something like that, separating, and you've just got that kind of separation is the word there.
It is. I mean, I quite often use the word punctuation when it comes to gemstones. So if you've got gemstones running in a full circle on your wrist, it looks beautiful. But if you have a couple of these just sort of punctuating that sentence, it creates a completely different look for you. And it just changes, and it allows the gemstones room to breathe, if you like, to give them more light around them. So sometimes just putting a couple of these in, or maybe one in a pair of earring, you know, in each earring, or just, you know, maybe this is going to be the feature bead in that stretchy bracelet.
Gorgeous. I love that thought. It's really true, isn't it? You know, imagining right now just having those little kind of punctuations in between, and just those I think it always looks more classy, more considered when you see something like that.
It does. I mean, you can have just a beautiful string of pearls, for instance, but 3 of these off centre. It's just beautiful.
I love it. I love it, Sarah. I absolutely love it. So you're getting 5 of these, 95 sterling silver. They are absolutely stunning. How much silver's in these, Beck? Okay, 1.5 grams of silver. For 5 beads, that's beautiful. I love it. I think these are, again, I love the idea of like setting them all together as well. Like I think they look really kind of cool together. But you are getting 5 of these. Add them to your order if you've already purchased something today. There's so many things. I mean, you know, this is what me and kind of Sarah were talking about right now. But you'll get these home and maybe you'll have some completely different idea.
That's it. So, you know, for me, you know, I love my sterling silver jewellery, just classic sterling silver jewellery. So for me, I would probably put these onto a piece of sterling silver wire maker, wrap loop at either end and attach it to a slider bracelet. I think they would just look amazing. I'm
just going to pop all these on a head pin just a second, just so you can kind of get an idea of what they'd all look like together, because that is my kind of jewellery as well. We've had the rose gold ones, and I think maybe alternated with the rose gold ones would look really stylish as well. I do. I like my all sterling silver. But just to kind of give you an idea what Sarah was just talking about, having these on a stretchy, on a slider bracelet, how lovely would they look?
Yeah, definitely.
And you've got that articulation as well. It'd be like fun to play with. They were £5.95, by the way, Beck. I didn't see any price. Sorry, Beck. Did you put the price in? Oh, okay, that's why I didn't see it. £5.95. Right, next up, we've got the rose gold shepherd's hooks. These are lush. And like you were just saying about the jump rings that we just had, I'm just going to get one just for fun. Just that articulation off the bottom, and then you've got that, rather than it being stuck, fixed, you've got that movement then, haven't you, for whatever you decide to pop off the end of that.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, you can just use the jump rings to do a little bit of sort of chainmail, and it doesn't have to be intricate chainmail. It could just be 2 jump rings into 2 jump rings into 2 jump rings, and you just create a length like that of the jump rings from the shepherd's hook, and it looks so beautiful.
Absolutely. We're definitely on the same page, I think. I think we are. Again, a stash builder for you today. Your 925 rose gold plated, beautiful sterling silver shepherd's hooks with a coil and ball as well. And by having that coil and that ball, it's just, again, that detail that you were talking about earlier, that finishing touches that takes your jewellery to a more professional level and to a more kind of considered price point, potentially.
That's it. You know, your consumers know what they're looking for when it comes to jewellery. They're looking for that attention to detail, they're looking for that finish, they're looking for the professionalism, and that's what they're looking for. They want it. So when you've got that and you get it, you know, it's so many, 10 pairs there. I mean, you know, you've got a whole craft stall set up already, haven't you? You know,
Definitely.
and it's such a quick make that you actually can offset, for me, my more time-consuming pieces of jewellery where I can't necessarily always charge for all my hours of work. I can offset those with things like my earrings, where they're a lot quicker makes. I can make a lot of pairs in one evening.
Absolutely.
And I can sort of bring the price down on those more labour-intensive pieces a little bit.
That's a great tip. That's a great tip for anybody that is, you know, creating jewellery. Sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, that's taken forever to make, and I don't want to, you know, I'm not going to sell it if I charge for all the hours that I've put in. So that's such a great tip there. And at £6.95, it's 70 pence a pair for these, which is incredible. 70 pence a pair for sterling silver and rose gold, bang on trend right now. And you think about what you could sell a pair of sterling silver earrings for. I mean, it's incredible.
I mean, you know, gemstone earrings on sterling silver, even if it's only one gemstone, I start at £10 because it's sterling silver.
Yeah,
so
definitely, definitely. Perfect. Good luck. Right, next we've got some trigger clasps next. These are really cool. I love the way they come down into a point, the trigger clasps. Just think, if you've got something that's quite narrow, or if you've got you know, a detail that comes in quite narrow, I think these are just like a lovely kind of continuum, if that makes any sense at all.
It does.
Perfect.
You need a clasp that's in keeping with what it's enclosing, if you like, whether it be a neckline piece or a bracelet. It needs to be within keeping to the setting or the surround. And it's really important to have different sizes and different styles and different shapes of clasp to be able to create those looks and that seamless finish. And at the end of the day, you don't want the clasp to be that standout part of the design and just go, oh, that doesn't really look like it works. Or it's taking over from the gemstone or the design.
Yeah. So if it's a feature, it's one thing, but if it's, you know, you want that continuum, don't you? That fluidity within the designs.
It's picking the right clasp for the right design and having lots of different ones available. So these are perfect. I love them.
Perfect. Fantastic. Spoiling you with the sterling silver this evening. We have got, of course, you're getting, how many of these? You're getting 15 in this set. 925 sterling silver. It is coming up for you today at a crazy low price. And again, another stash builder, something you can never have enough of. And I know a lot of people right now are making gifts for friends and family members, and to add that luxury of sterling silver is just beautiful, isn't it?
It is, indeed. You know, and for me to have sterling silver, it's that finishing touch. You know, if you're using a high-end gemstone, you want that high-end finish. You don't want to be scrimping on the finish of the piece of jewellery.
Absolutely. £8.95 today. That's like 2 cups of coffee. You know, you go to one of those like high-end coffee stores, or coffee and a cake or something nowadays.
Yeah, my son's having treatment at a hospital in London for his teeth, and every time we go, you know, he wants a cup of hot chocolate and I get a coffee, and I don't get much change out of a £10 note.
Oh no, absolutely, I believe you, I believe you. At £8.95, 15 of these. Get them home, grab these, get them in your collection. If you've already bought some of the strands today as well, I mean, they've been really high-end strands we've had in the last hour, some beautiful genuine gemstones, a real accompaniment to everything that you've already purchased. Right, next up, let's do, got some crimp beads. They're tiny little crimp beads, 2mm. Oh, these are cute. I don't think I've ever seen them this small before.
Yeah, it's lovely to have a smaller crimp tube. Because when you're using, you know, just a single piece of beading thread coming back on itself, you don't necessarily need a big crimp tube.
No.
And because these are beads, when you crush these, instead of getting the square shape, which we would get from a tube, you get a flattened, rounded shape. So it is more sort of forgiving that you don't need to put a crimp cover over it.
Right.
And it's got a softer edge to it, so you don't have to, you know, use your crimping pliers with these or anything like that. They just give you that beautiful finish straight away. Gorgeous.
So 2mm. Again, you're getting a pack of is it 200? 200. Gosh, it's gonna last you forever, isn't it?
It is. And they're brilliant if you want to use them as little spacers as well. You don't have to use them for the functionality they're created for.
There's 3.98 grams of sterling silver in this pack of 200 for £9.95. What did you say? 3.98. Wow, just shy of 4 grams of silver in this pack for £10, £9.95. Fantastic. Good luck. Right, oh my gosh, I am absolutely so excited to show you this. Let me just pop these away. We've got the most amazing strand of opals coming up for you. It is just the most amazing. I don't know what's going on with our opals lately. They just seem to be getting better and better and better. And to be able to, it's amazing to me to be able to offer this kind of gemstone quality that you could see in your high-end jewellers and give it people that make their own jewellery an opportunity to be able to use something that is so incredibly spectacular and so considered. Oh my gosh, wait until you see this. You have got greens, you've got blues, you've got oranges, you've got yellows, you've got purples coming through here, some of the rarest colours in the opal. Feast your eyes. Now this is a premier strand. I imagine this is going to be quite considered, but take a look right now at what you are getting in this particular strand. It is outstanding. I mean, look at what you are getting. Absolutely. So take a look at these. I mean, this is exceptional. You have got, I mean, there isn't one here that doesn't have some form of play of colour. I'm looking right now, I've seen magenta pinks coming in from over here. I have seen the most incredible, look at that, look at those. I mean, every single one of these, and I'll show you kind of from the end as well so you can really get an idea. Every one is just ablaze with colour. I mean, you have got, look at the pinks coming through in that one. We're talking about some of the most rarest colours when it comes to your opals. We're talking about a location right now, you know, where it's incredible. The miners have to abseil down the side of a cliff to even source this gemstone, which is absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh, look, turquoises. Look at the purples coming through in there. I mean, we're talking some of the rarest colours. And what makes opals, there's some really rare colours within opals. And I just want to explain to you, just super quick. Opals are made up of their silica, and they've got little tiny kind of bubbles within them. These little tiny silica balls actually within them. And what happens is when the light enters, depending on the size of those balls, depending on which angle the light is reflected, so it depends on which colour that you actually get from within the opals. So when you start to see those colours like the magenta pinks and the turquoises and the purples, traditionally reds and greens are going to be the most prominent colours within your opal, but to get all of these colours is exceptionally rare and something that, you know, you can't treat that. This is how Mother Nature has kind of constructed the opal from within. This one is so vibrant with turquoise. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but here's the thing with opals, if they look this good in our studio, when you get them back home, they're going to blow your mind, aren't they?
They are. I mean, the fact when you just pick that strand up from over here to where you are, I saw the colour play across those. And that is, you know, in this lighting condition, it's really difficult for the opal essence to be able to be seen as, you know, as you would at home in direct sunlight or a single source lighting condition. Yeah. And for me to see that play of colour from across the studio is amazing. Isn't it? You're going to love this strand when you get it home, because that play of colour is just fantastic.
Exactly. It's so true. And look at the size of that opal in the centre. I mean, that is absolutely huge. That is a 6x4 that you've got there in the centre. I mean, something of that size, you know, I'm just going to ask you right now, sorry, just putting you on the spot a little bit, but if you like set that opal in the centre into a pendant with sterling silver on a sterling silver chain, like what kind of price point would you sell something like that for?
Well, I know I had to buy a replacement opal for a ring, and that wasn't to have it set, it was just to get the replacement opal, and I'm talking about 15, 20 years ago now, and it was £50 then, and it was a very small opal. So for me, I know the value of opals. I love them. They're one of my favourite gemstones. I think if I was to set that into a pendant on a sterling silver chain, about £80.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's such a sizable piece of opal. It's got the colour play. It's got that faceting on there. And for me, you don't see opals of this size or quality in jewellers anymore. No. I mean, if you see opals, they're quite often pre-owned or pre-loved, if you like, and they're, you know, set into a very sort of like a Victorian setting, if you like, and it's not everyone's taste in jewellery. So to be able to have your own strand, to be able to make contemporary pieces if you wish, or if you want to go down the classic route, you can. But for me, to have that strand and be able to make exactly what I want from it, it's priceless. Incredible. Just that one opal in the centre in sterling silver, £80. You know, that's pretty much what you paid for the strand. You've got it back in one stone. Amazing. Good luck. There are a couple of chances left on that. So if you're thinking about it, don't think about it. Get it home. Use your 30-day money-back guarantee. You can always send it back if it's not for you. But, you know, don't miss out on this. So coming up for you right now, we have got the most incredible strand of sky blue topaz. This is out of this world. It is absolutely beautiful. It's got sparkle. It's got clarity, it's got brilliance, it's just absolutely perfect, and it's coming up for you right now. So welcome back to Jewellery Maker, everybody. It is exciting to be here. We've had such a busy late show, so I'm glad you stayed with me. It is time for your star buy now with the sky blue topaz. What you are about to see right now has got it all. It's got colour, it's got clarity, and check out the sparkle from all of this beautiful faceting on these rounds. I've never seen anything like this. They are absolutely gorgeous. Just spectacular. I mean, up close and personal right now, you can see how each one of these has been faceted numerous times, almost like you would from kind of like a brilliant facet, where you've got all of that wonderful faceting. It just gives it, as well as having that clarity, having that surface area with all of those facets on, just gives it that real air of elegance with these. I think they are absolutely stunning. The sizes that you've got here, it's an 18cm strand, 4 to 7 mil approximately graduated on the strand. It's perfection. I mean, can you see any inclusions? Can you see any imperfections? Can you see anything other than just true beauty and brilliance? No, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? And it's been twinkling at me all evening. I've been looking at that thinking, that can't be blue topaz, it can't be, it can't be, it can't be. Oh, it is just beautiful.
Isn't it? And we don't often see it either in kind of in a round that's being faceted like this.
No, normally you might get rondelles perhaps,
or some
drops, or the brilliance style. But to have the browns and have that really lovely gentle graduation on there. But the faceting for me is just perfect on those.
Isn't it? Absolutely spectacular. So what would you be kind of inclined to do with this?
So I think, looking at a strand like this, because you've got the gentle graduation on there, you've got the ability to be able to make a sweeter jewellery from these. So, take some of the smaller ones for beautiful drop style earrings using your sterling silver chain. And then the centre ones, just into a beautiful neckline piece. I'd be tempted to just maybe use a couple of them and you just use sterling silver chain and maybe have them cascading on little drops of chain from there, almost like raindrops, because they do look like beautiful raindrops.
Perfection, absolute perfection, the most beautiful glow, the clarity. I mean, it's textbook. Everything that you look for within a sky blue topaz, it's got absolutely everything here.
It has. I mean, for me, this is a really sort of classic sort of winter tone. But again, it works beautifully into your summers. So if you wanted to mix this with things like citrines or that sort of tone and really move it into your summer, and it's just beautiful to be able to use it. And don't be afraid to put it with something like a pure black gemstone as well, and have that real contrast between the two.
Oh, I love that. We've got some black diamonds actually coming up for you. These are going to be in clearance. These black diamonds are going to be in clearance. They're coming up for you in the 9 p.m. hour, so in about 25 minutes, that's coming up in that hour. The black diamonds are going into clearance, believe it or not. But I love this black diamonds and blue topaz look that you've got here. Well done, Sabine, you've got yours. Congratulations there to Greater Manchester, you've got yours as well. $36.95 for 80 carats. That's absolutely spectacular, isn't it? What an amazing price point. Right, I am going to move over to Sarah, and have you seen, have they had a nosy? Have they seen your jewellery yet?
No, not yet. I've been keeping it all secret.
This is incredible. It's literally going to blow you away. I know, right? It is going to knock your socks off. That's a good one, that was. Beck, good one there, mate. So, exciting. It's just Christmas in a kit, isn't it? It's just Christmas in a kit. So, Sarah, talk us through what you have created in these incredible designs.
Okay, so this kit came to me with the brief of Kumihimo candy canes. So, there we go. 3 different types of Kumihimo, different colour combinations for you, and I love these. For me, that is just Christmas. I am so, my kids, I had to fight my children to get these away because they wanted to put the Christmas tree up. I put these straight on there, so I had to fight my children to get these here.
That is brilliant. So in the kit, you can make your very own Kumihimo candy canes. I think they're going to be perfect on the tree. It is just so lovely. They're so sweet. So in the kit, you are actually getting 10 meters of the red coloured copper wire, which is of course your 1 mil. You're getting 70 meters of the poinsettia nylon cord, the Eslon, and that is the 0.4 mil. You're getting 70 meters of the silver Eslon, that is again the 0.4. You're getting the Kumihimo accessory pack, silver plated 4 mil, and there's a 3-pack of that with the accessories. And then you're also getting, of course, your seed beads. So you're getting the opaque white seed beads that are 6/0. You're getting the silver lined green seed beads that are 6/0. And you are getting the beautiful silver-lined ruby seed beads. So these are all 6/0s.
They are.
Fantastic. So you've got 3 of these kits with the Kumihimo as well.
You do.
Perfect.
So I've used those on the bottom of one of the candy canes just to finish off the braid, but you could have used it on all of them. So just to show you, I just showed you lots of different ways to finish the candy canes off.
That is gorgeous. I love this kit. I love what you've created, and I am super excited to see the demo as well, because I just, right now, I'm like, I just want to start doing Kumihimo.
Okay, so we're going to be doing the multicolored candy cane, the green, red and white one.
Okay.
But you could do this more of a conventional candy cane if you want to, just by changing the different colours. But because I'd made the other two, I was didn't have enough sort of variation to be able to use all one colour or all two colours. So I set it up a little bit different. And I actually really like the way it came out. And you could use this braid to make a Christmas wreath pendant as well. So it's you know, it's got that sort of flexibility that you don't have to use it to make a candy cane with. You can make a little Christmas wreath.
That'd be lovely as a Christmas wreath.
Yeah.
So you could use this technique to create all different kinds of Christmas decorations,
yeah,
right?
Definitely.
Perfect.
Yes.
Let's just get the price in and then we can get on to the demo. So, £17.95 today. That's incredible.
My goodness me.
I know, right?
You could pay that for one Christmas decoration in one of those high-end department stores.
You could. I went into, by where I live, there's a big garden centre, and they make lots of other things as well, and there's a hobby shop in there, and there's another place that sells kitchen things, and it's very, very lovely. And I was in there when I first moved into my house, because it's only about 5 minutes away. I wanted to get all my Christmas decorations, so I went in there and I literally got to the checkout and I had spent over £140 on Christmas decorations. I know, right? But you're like, I like that one, I like that one. I didn't even look at the price because I'm just like, I wanted them, and they matched beautifully. And then I got to the checkout and I was like, So £17.95, the beautiful red wire. You've got the two spools, of course, of the Eslon. You've got, of course, your 3 tubes of seed beads, and you've got 3 of the Kumihimo accessories pack, which are all silver plated and 4mm. Perfect.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Right. So if you've never done beaded Kumihimo before, this is a 7-strand braid. So the red and white one was done with a traditional 8-strand braid, and this has been done with a 7-strand braid. So how you set up a 7-strand braid is, got different things written on the back of my disc that I wouldn't normally have on there.
Okay.
So what you need to do is you need to mark your disc into 8ths. So top and bottom, east and west, north and south, and then equally in between, which is 1, 2, 3, the 4th slot. So if you count for both sides, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And so I've marked my disc. Now, how you do it is you do your A first, and then you move your disc round 2 in a clockwise direction and write a B. And then you do it again and write C. And you keep going until you've filled all the slots of your disc up to H. And how I've set up the beads is I've alternated them. So I started off with A with green, B with red, C with green, D with white, E with green, F with red, and then G with green. And I added 20 beads to each strand.
Okay.
So it's 20 the green, 20 the red, 20 the white, whichever you choose. But it was 20 originally on each one.
Okay.
Now, I typically don't use bobbins for my Kumihimo, even when I'm doing beaded Kumihimo. All I do is tie a little slip knot in the end of the thread, and once I've added the beads on. And that's all I do. So if you find, maybe if you use bobbins before with beads and you find it a little bit tricky, you don't have to. You can just tie a little knot in the end of there and keep the beads nice and close to your disc.
That's a great tip.
And then they don't tangle up either. So it works quite well. So if you've ever struggled with the bobbins, you don't need to use them if you don't want to. I do for things like wire. And finer materials, I do use my bobbins. And I'm actually going to use a 100-gram weight, which we clip onto the bottom of your work. And that's what gives you this equal tension. Okay, so because I'm working quite close to this board, I'm not going to put the weight on there because it's not going to do anything anyway. It's just going to sit on the board. So,
okay.
But normally you would have that weighting your piece of work down. Now, how we do the braid is, now I'm not really back where I should be, but I can show you anyway. So you work around your disc, and typically you'll start with all the cords in from A through to F, through to G, and H will be empty when you first set your disc up. And as with all braids, your cords are going to move around. So how you remember which one you're going to do next is I always leave the gap at the top, look at the letter, so it's D at the moment. I'm going to move that to about 8 o'clock, and the next letter will be at the top.
Okay.
So D, and the E's at the top already. So you can put this down at any point, and all you do is put that letter at the top and go, right, it's D. I'm going to move it to 8 o'clock, and I'm going to pick up E, and that's going to go to the one place it can go on the disc, which is the empty gap at D. Okay, so you can't forget with this one what you need to do next. So all I did at the start of the braid was do 3 full rounds, so moving all the cords from A to H 3 times to create this little bit of empty braid, which then can go into the Kumihimo finding at the end. And then when you start to add the beads, all you do is pick the cord up, let the bead come down, and tuck it underneath the cord to the left-hand side of it. Okay, like so. And then put the cord into the empty slot.
Okay.
So E is at the top. I'm going to move E to 8 o'clock. And guess what? The next letter is in the right place for you to do your braid. Now, typically, if I'm doing a non-beaded version of this, I will have my letters the opposite way round and we'll move to 4 o'clock. But because it's a beaded version, it's easier for me to move my left hand. So you just keep going. So the letter that was at the top moves to 8 o'clock and the next one is available. And just put your bead underneath the one to the left and the cord goes into the empty slot. And so you can just pop that bead under the one to the left, empty slot, and that is literally it. So I'm back to A, and you can see that it doesn't matter if I put that down, I can pick it up and go, okay, that was the last move I did to 8 o'clock, that's the one I'm going to do. Even though it's H, I know that A is the next one to do.
Perfect.
And you just carry on dropping in your bead, making sure it tucks underneath that left-hand cord, so it's gone underneath it, and carry on moving your disc around.
Fantastic. And if you want the disc, guess what? We have got your Kumihimo beadsmith disc for you right now, coming up with instructions as well. So you are going to get instructions with this as well, which is super cool. So with the instructions, will that kind of, I haven't seen them, but...
The instructions typically will show you how to do an 8-strand Kumihimo braid.
Okay,
which
perfect.
the basics of, if you do it without beads, will give you a twisted Kumihimo design, such as the red and white one that's over there. And if you do it beaded, that's the beaded version. So that is the standard 8-strand, the red and white spiral that is there is your standard 8-strand beaded Kumihimo. So the instructions that come with that disc will allow you to do that.
Wonderful, wonderful. So this is an essential, isn't it?
It is.
It is an absolute essential. Perfect. So if you've never tried Kumihimo before and you're loving the idea of these candy canes, what a great way to try us out. $17.95 for the kit. You can also get yourself as well the Kumihimo disc as well, which is the 6-inch with instructions. Does the size of the disc affect anything at all?
It doesn't affect the size of the braid that will come from the disc. What it does do is it gives you more room.
Right.
And especially the beadsmith one. I don't know if you can show you this one coming in. Can you see that the centre hole of the beadsmith one is a lot bigger? So what that allows you to do is if you're doing beaded Kumihimo, it gives you a little bit more room to be able to put those beads into your braid. Also, if you wanted to do Kumihimo where there's beads in the centre of the braid, which I showed on one of my DVDs quite a long time ago, you need the space for the bead to be able to pass through the centre as well as the braid.
Perfect.
So it just gives you a little bit more freedom in your designs as well. And also if if you're using a lot of cords, sometimes you want more space in between the slots to be able to move those.
Definitely. Awesome. And also with, you know, the kids and stuff as well, it's great kind of, if you've got kids, grandkids,
you can set the disc up for them.
Yeah.
And literally, my son's been doing basic 8-strand corded Kumihimo since he was 6. Brilliant. And I literally just sat there and showed him the moves a couple of times, and he literally went, I don't need you to show me anymore, I'm fine, I can do it.
Brilliant. It's really kind of therapeutic as well, isn't it? And it's quite, I was talking about this, I've talked about this a couple of times over the last couple of weeks, but mindfulness, like it's a great way to kind of switch off what's going on in the world and just kind of be present with what you're doing at the time, rather than, you know, we have that kind of inner monologue going on all the time in our head. It's really lovely to be able to switch off and just find something kind of therapeutic to do.
It is totally really nice. Once these are set up, you can take them away with you, so you can travel with this. Once it's set up, you can put it into a little bag or something, and you can take it with you. You can. I do a lot of Kumihimo when I've got hospital appointments and things like that, where you know you've got a lot of sitting around to do, and it just fills that time with something useful, and you have a product at the end of it as well.
Brilliant. I like that. I like that. If you've got train journeys, if you're using public transport, like you say, appointments. But, you know, take my dad to hospital appointments sometimes, and we're just kind of sitting around, something great to do.
Yes, definitely.
Wonderful. So we've got the 100-gram Kumihimo weight now,
which is
the one that you used.
Yes.
So you would have used that initially before it started to get so long, right?
With the beaded Kumihimo, typically I would work, I either stand up to Kumihimo, or I sit on like a dining room chair, so I can have the space for this to basically pull the braid through. So what the weight does is it gives you an even tension on your work. It's not essential,
No.
but it's preferable, because you may find, especially with beaded Kumihimo, you need the spaces to be equal for the beads to have that perfect place to sit into the braid.
Yeah.
So if those were a little bit small, the bead would almost be pushing its way into the braid, and it might not sit flush. So again, with your corded Kumihimo, you'll see those individual sort of cords, and you want the uniformity of those cords. Like it's like knitting. If you don't use, like if you were to use one large knitting needle and one small knitting needle, it'll give you a really awkward knit. And it's kind of like that when you don't have good tension with your Kumihimo. Those individual strands don't always sit beautifully neatly in the design. So the weight gives you that tension, so you get that beautiful evenness.
Perfect. Awesome.
So the only reason I've not got that there is you can see that if I'm just working like that, it's fine.
Perfect. £3.95. So you got the Kumihimo disc, you got the weight, I mean, and delivered under £10.
The only thing you need to finish anything off, if you're going to use the end caps, is a little bit of sort of flexible glue, like an E6000. And that's the only thing you need, and a pair of scissors, and you're ready to go, literally.
Perfect.
Or if you've got those Xuron cutters from earlier, the ones for cutting threads and our lightweight cords and things, they would be perfect.
Ooh, wonderful.
Those orange ones we had earlier.
Fabulous.
So the last thing I need to show you is, at the moment, that's not going to make a candy cane, because it's got no structure to it at the moment. So the last thing I just want to show you is how we use the wire in the braid to be able to create the structure. Now, all round Kumihimo braids are hollow. So the red and white cane, I put the wire in the centre of the braid as I braided it.
Okay.
But this one, because of the size of the beads, we don't actually have to put the wire in the centre of the braid, we can put it on the outside. So it gives you the flexibility. And once you've made this braid, if you decide you want it to be a little Christmas wreath, that's fine. You don't need to put a wire in there.
No.
But if you want to make it into the candy cane, what you need to do is take your wire, and I've left mine on the reel, and what you can do is work your way from the end of the braid through the beads, like so, and you can work that wire very gently and slowly through the beads. Now, it's not helping that mine's got a little slight bend on the end of my wire. But can you see I'm able to go through those beads on the edge, and I'm following a diagonal line down the braid. And what this can give you, if I take that one off there, I can show you, you can actually twist the braid. So I'm just going to take this one off. Oop. There we go. So you can either keep the braid nice and flat like that, or you can actually twist that braid as well because of the wires in there. So you can keep it nice and straight like that, or have a twist.
Fabulous.
So you've got that option there because we've only got one wire running through the outside bead. If I put the wire in the centre, I couldn't do that so easily.
Okay.
But because I've only got one wire running through the outside, and all I did was just to finish that off is put a little spiral on the wire just at one end and at the other, and then used my Kumihimo findings just to go on the end where the braid has got no beads. And to finish that off, all I did was use some fireline or wildfire with a needle attached, sewed through it, wrapped it round a good few times, knotted it off, and then you can cut the knot off the end and it will all be held together. And that will give you a small enough braid to go into the end caps.
Perfect.
Well, there you go.
Oh, I love it. How cool is that? You can have so much fun making Christmas decorations. I know lots of people are getting ready right now, making their Christmas decorations. And I was here with, I can't wait for Christmas either. I was here with Katie Parker the other day, and we were just like, we had the Christmas packaging, and we were getting so excited.
That's it. It's time now, sort of, in that build up to sort of be creating these sorts of things. So you can be, doing lots of preparation, and you're not thinking in the last minute, oh my gosh, I've got to get into that to do it right now. So it's really nice to be able to do that. And I just really enjoyed making these because it was something different to make with Kumihimo. So it gives you lots of options to sort of be able to use your skills in Kumihimo to do something slightly different.
Awesome. So everybody, ooh, that was fab. I love them. I'm going to have a go now. Do you know what else is fab? We have got the most amazing strand of Ametrine. This is absolutely beautiful. It's star-by worthy, but we've only got a couple of minutes left. No time for the Christmas cracker music or the star-by music. Take a look at these. They are beautiful plain rounds that you've got, so plain ovals that you've got in these. That is textbook in the centre. That is absolutely beautiful.
It is. It's gorgeous. I just love that splitter colour. I mean, it's just amazing.
It's incredible. Again, the whole fact that we even have this gemstone is mind-boggling to me. But look at the size of that in the middle. Just that centre stone there in the middle is absolutely huge. Imagine that in a ring with that kind of textbook colour split that you've got there.
I know, isn't it amazing?
So beautiful. Anahi Ametrine, of course, all the way from Bolivia. So not only is it from one country, not only is it within that one country, there's only one village. Within that one village, there's only one mine. And within that one mine, there is only one single solitary vein of this gemstone.
I know, it just amazes me how some gemstones, all gemstones to me are very rare and precious, but some are more so just because of where they come from and how rare they are in that one place. As you say, one mine, one little seam.
I know.
For this one gemstone. And for me, I just love the colour. I love the way it blends seamlessly from one tone to the other. It's just gorgeous.
It really, really is. Absolutely stunning. So what would you be inclined to do with a strand like this? Because, I mean, each stone is just so beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would be looking at doing some beautiful cocktail-style rings with these. I would be using that centre one on its own as a pendant.
As a pendant,
yes, because it's so beautiful. And doing some beautiful golden wire work around that to frame it beautifully.
Just stunning.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Really, really beautiful. And I love that the shape that these are as well, because they're beautifully flat. They're flush on both sides. There's so many options that you can use with these.
That's it, because it gives you the option to be able to use these for bracelets because they've got that smooth flat side to them, so they will run around the wrist beautifully. So if you want to do a little bit of rosary linking in between those to give that articulation and movement. Again, using things like those rose gold jump rings we had earlier to go in between them just to create that sort of, richness between those two very sort of very regal tones that are in there. I always think of amethyst as that sort of regal colour, and then to have the gold in there as well.
Absolutely. £12.95. I didn't even get to say the price because we were just so enthralled by this. We have got, coming up for you after the break, we've got more stretchy elastic. So for those of you that missed out on that, we've got more stretchy elastic. We've got the kit coming up for me, and then we've got clearance, including those black diamonds going into clearance. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in 2.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to book towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share. Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Okay, we're coming back with black diamonds. Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. We've got all clearance coming up for you this hour, as well as Sarah's kit. It is absolutely amazing. But first of all, this strand of black diamonds, we are talking about something that very few people in their lifetime would ever imagine that they would ever own before tuning in to Jewellery Maker. You know, you're like, oh, black diamonds, I'll never be able to afford those. I can never be able to own those. And you get a chance today. The shape of these is really beautiful. They're going to lend themselves to so many different pieces of jewellery, whether you're going to be using these very sparingly as accents in earrings or in bracelets. They're just incredible, absolutely incredible. We are talking about 4 carats of black diamonds. Right? Imagine right now going into a jeweller's and asking to see 4 carats of black diamonds. What kind of price point would be associated with that? What kind of jewellery store you would have to go in to be able to even see 4 carats of black diamonds? This is one of the most beautiful strands, and you know, we're not talking about the rough diamonds here. Look at the luster on the surface. That metallic luster that you've got on the surface. I am absolutely in love with these. Adam said he's in love with these as well. They are nothing shy of phenomenal. You've got all of these beautiful facets along these barrels, that wonderful kind of harlequin faceting that you've got there. I mean, for me, I mean, that in a bracelet as it is already would be just so decadent and so considered and so beautiful. To see that in a luxury jewelry store, you know, imagine that right now going into, I don't know, somewhere like Harrods or Selfridges or Liberty's and seeing one of their concessions, their jewellery concessions, and this being again set into silver and the kind of price points that would be associated with that.
Gosh, yeah, I mean, you know, it would just be, I can see this being in sort of one of the Bond Street stores, and almost where you have to ring the bell to be allowed to be let in. And, you know, the gentleman with white gloves would show you the jewellery and all the rest of it. You know, it's just beautiful.
Really, really gorgeous. I love, you know, we've seen drops, we've seen, you know, some of the kind of rough black diamonds, but for me, this particular strand just, it just seems like it's going to be so much more diverse in where you can use this, how you can use this within your pieces.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can see just sort of a couple of these. Just a little space of bead in between each one, little tiny round, even those beautiful little crimp beads we had earlier, the round crimp beads. One of those in between each one, maybe 3, just on a little drop of sterling silver wire into some beautiful earrings.
Oh, yes.
And they would just be the most phenomenal pair of earrings. And, you know, what a wow factor statement, but so simple, so elegant, yet so glamorous.
Definitely. And what's awesome about these is if you're making jewellery for yourself and you never have been able to afford to buy beautiful diamonds, it's never been in the budget for you before, you've always wanted to own something that's so precious and something that's so, you know, elegant and stylish, and you know, not everybody has, you know, most of us here don't have money to buy 4 carats worth of diamonds and go into a jewellery store, and yet you can still really indulge and still really have that opportunity and feel special. You know, when you put diamonds on, you feel special, you feel, you know, it's almost like you stand up taller and you just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It's beautiful. But then on the flip side, if you're somebody that's making gifts, you know, how amazing is this to give the gift of diamonds to somebody? I mean,
that's it. I mean, you could be using these singularly and wrapping them with the sterling silver wire bundle we had earlier on today. I don't know if there's any of those left. We had a beautiful 10 metres of 0.4, and I think it was 5 metres of 0.8 or something like that. It was the most amazing sterling silver wire bundle. Can you imagine doing a sterling silver wire wrapped piece with just a single one of these almost set into the centre of it? And just think how beautiful they'd be. I mean, those central ones are so, you know, beautiful and sizable.
And just gorgeous.
You don't need, you know, you don't need many to make a statement.
No, you don't.
They're gorgeous.
And if you're selling your jewellery, I mean, you know, £149.95 right now for 4 carats.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about, you know, how much that is right now per carat for just something so special, something so, what could, you know, be very, very considered elsewhere. And again, selling your jewellery, you were talking to me about the opals in a pendant in a sterling silver chain at £80. You know, what kind of price point would black diamonds command?
Oh, even more. I mean, you know, people know black diamonds. You know, it's one of those ones that, it's one of those ones that, you know, people will buy for special occasions and things like that. So almost the price is irrelevant, really. If they love the piece of jewellery, they love the design, they'll pay the price for it.
Absolutely.
And it's just, you know, they are gorgeous. And I just love the fact that they're faceted so beautifully. I mean, I know we have different types of diamonds. Sometimes we have our more sort of rough diamonds. But these have got that wow factor, haven't they?
They have. It's almost like they're already on the red carpet, you know, the flashes going off from the photographers, and you can just imagine these, you know, looking at them right now, they just look so considered. They're absolutely peerless. Well done there to Cardiff, you've got yours well done. Make sure you're checking out the web. We've got Avis in Nottinghamshire. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Perfect. Right, we have got stretchy elastic. So I know this was really popular earlier. So we have got 25 meters of, that's crazy, that's half the length of an Olympic swimming pool. We've got 25 meters of beautiful 1 mil, and then we've also got as well 25 meters of the 0.5. So we are going to do the 0.5 first. Incredible. I mean, you know, if you're watching Jewellery Maker for the first time, this is kind of where you're going to start with a lot of people, right?
Definitely. I mean, this is the sort of, you know, starting blocks to getting children into jewellery making, to getting adults into jewellery making, because you don't need any tools to make a piece of jewellery. You just need a pair of scissors and a little bit of glue just to finish off with, and some beautiful gemstone beads of your choosing, or even things like the seed beads that we do, you could use those as well. So it is just that really nice starting block, and pieces of jewellery that you wear day in, day out.
Absolutely. And if you're brand new as well and you purchase this, you actually get 2 strands of genuine gemstones with your first purchase. Yes. So you've already set up right then to make your stretchy bracelets.
That's it, you're ready to go.
They're really easy to sell, aren't they, as well? If you're somebody that sells your jewellery, they're going to be your best sellers on your stand.
They are, because you don't need to know someone's wrist size because they stretch. And also, you know, the sort of thing that, you know, people buying gifts don't necessarily need to know if someone's got their ears pierced or anything like that. And normally they are such an easy piece of jewellery. As I say, that I've got pieces that don't ever go back in my jewellery box. They literally sit on my bedside table, because I'll get up in the morning and put them straight back on again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's so many of you that messaged in. It's not something, when I'm on air a lot of the time, people are like, have you got some elastic? Have you got some elastic? And it's not something that I've seen very often. I've been here a lot the last couple of weeks. £6.95 for your 0.5. For those of you that are looking for that smaller kind of gauge that you've got here. And it's super strong as well, just to kind of show you. I'm just going to pop this bit of plastic off right now that holds it in place. But it is so...
It is. It is really strong. So you just need to condition your elastic when you use it. So that means pre-stretching it. So just literally run it through your fingers, just sort of pull it out a little bit and let it relax. And that will stop, when you make the piece of jewellery, it stretching initially with the weight of the gemstones, because you've already pre-stretched it.
Just like literally trying to break this off.
I know, it is.
It's so strong.
It is. And, you know, I'm always amazed that when I make stretchy bracelets, how, you know, you just wear them and wear them and wear them and wear them, and they just last forever. They're brilliant. I love my stretchy bracelets.
Fantastic. Well, make sure that you're getting involved at £6.95. There's loads of people on the phone. Who've we got? Good luck, good luck, good luck. So, next up, we've now got the 1 mil as well. So, I was talking obviously about different gauges, but traditionally, is it just based on obviously the size of the gemstone that you're using?
I mean, I always use the elastic that will go through the drill hole. So the biggest elastic that will go through the drill hole is best to be used, because then the gemstone isn't moving around within, the elastic isn't moving around within the drill hole of the gemstone.
Perfect.
So it gives it more security. It gives it less chance of any sharp edges rubbing on the elastic or anything like that. And also, you're going to get more strength. So typically, the gemstones that will, or beads that have got larger drill holes, will be heavier beads.
Sure, makes sense.
So you need a stronger elastic or a thicker elastic.
Perfect. Makes sense. Yeah. Makes absolute sense. So it's important to have different gauges, though, right? If you you know, watching and you want to make some stretchy bracelets, you know, like Sarah was just saying, if you've got a 10mm bead or a 12mm, you know, a gemstone, you're going to want the larger.
That's it. So it just needs to hold the weight of whatever you're popping on there. So the bigger the gemstone, typically the more sort of carat weights you've got there, and the more weight it's going to be on your wrist. So, you know, the thicker elastic is better for holding those sorts of weights.
Absolutely. £6.26. Every single penny off there at £6.26. Again, 25 metres you're getting of this, which is, of course, 82 feet. So a length of this. It's going to go a long, long way, isn't it?
It is. So you just need to measure enough to go around your wrist and enough to be able to tie a knot comfortably if you're making a bracelet. Perfect. And just remember, it needs to go over the largest part of your wrist comfortably without stretching the elastic too much. So I always measure that part of your wrist rather than the narrow part where it's going to sit.
Okay, so this part here?
Yes, where it's going over the largest sort of dimension of your wrist.
Perfect. I've got weird hands that squish. So, right, we're going to do the kit next. Good luck with that. So, exciting. So, what have we... This is so cool.
Yes.
I can't wait to see this. So can we, first of all, let's have a look at what you've created, and then we'll go into the kit, and then you can show us the demo.
Okay.
So, talk us through.
So, when this kit arrived, I had a little brief, which was to make wish bracelets, which we talk about a lot for quick makes that you can have on your craft fairs and stalls, or if you're doing work for charity and things like that. So, and typically a wish bracelet is a corded bracelet that you gift with a little poem. So I've got a couple that are on gift cards. And the poem goes along the lines of, you know, you tie the bracelet onto your wrist, you make a wish, and when the bracelet naturally wears through and falls off, the wish will come true. So you can see there, I've literally just put the bracelet onto a greeting card, which I've just put through my printer. And it has that little wish that's on there, and then you can gift that, and I've done it in such a way that these cards can go through the UK postal system on the less than 5mm.
Brilliant. The small cards.
The small letter. Yes.
We like that.
You know, it's a nice way to be able to send a gift and a card at the same time, should you wish to.
Fantastic. Awesome. I love that.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. I love that. They're lovely as well, aren't they? It's just a nice little... It's thoughtful, isn't it?
They're really good. Yeah, they're really thoughtful sort of little gifts. They're great for stocking fillers, Christmas table gifts. If you do sell for charity, because I do a lot of sort of charity sales work, that they're great to have. Lots of quick makes that you can have there that are making you money very quickly on your store.
Perfect. Awesome. So let's tell you what you got in the kit. You have got 32 metres of the Evergreen Eslon, 0.9. You have got 32 metres of the Shanghai Red, which is also 0.9. You have got 32 metres of the Gold Eslon, which is also 0.9. You're then getting 48 carats. I love this multicolored quartz. This is so pretty. Yes. In your plain rounds, you've got all beautiful, all the Christmas colours there as well. I think that's absolutely stunning. And you are getting, you're getting your gold brass angels. You're getting a 10 pack of those. They're approximately 15 by 10mm. Perfect for wish bracelets. And you are getting 10 of your silver plated little gingerbread charms. I mean, they are really sweet, aren't they?
They are. And they are, you know, they're really three-dimensional, which is great. So they are lovely. I really like these little charms. They're beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
You know, with wish bracelets, it's typically, you know, you either have a little charm like that or you'll have little beads either side. And they don't typically have a lot on them.
No, I've seen them just a strand, and they haven't even been, you know, woven into anything. It's just one cord.
So, you know, you can make your bracelets as intricate or as simple as you'd like them to be, really. But it's just to give you lots of different ideas on how to use the cords and the charms to be able to make lots of different designs.
Perfect. £24.95. Fantastic. Beautiful. And we are going to be, obviously, well, not we, I'm not. Sarah's going to be demoing one of the wish bracelets for you. So what particular...
So I'm going to be doing the second one from me on that direction, I think. There we go.
Perfect.
Yes. So I'm going to use a little gingerbread man, but they've used an angel on that one. But it's up to you how you do that. And I just wanted to show that you didn't need to add anything to the kit. So it's literally the cords and the charm. And it's a very simple design to make and very quick. So if you are looking for those quick makes, then it is really easy to be able to do that.
Awesome.
So I've cut 2 pieces of my cord. I've one in red and one in green. And I've cut them quite long, but typically you'll probably get 2 bracelets out of these lengths. But yeah, I always prefer to have more thread than not. So to get through the eye of the charm, I've just used my beading needle. And I've just left a little bit of my wildfire on there and tied a loop in it.
Okay.
So this basically becomes a big needle, if you like, a big eye of a needle. So I can then put the cords through. I can then take that through the loop, pull it through, and the cords will follow. Or hopefully, she says. Yeah, well, there we go. So I wouldn't be able to have done that and taken both those through, but you can see how easily that's worked. And then I'm going to take those through there to be able to create a luggage loop, okay?
Perfect.
And I can get rid of that now because that was just a little bit of wasted thread, so that can go off and be put away. And that is a really good technique to be able to add beads to cords as well. So I've now got my little charm added onto my cords and didn't have to use a jump ring or anything like that. So I'm going to take one colour of each cord to the left and one colour of each cord to the right, and you're going to work from the centre of this bracelet. So to be able to do that, what I'm going to do is just going to pin through that loop to hold it into position. And I'm going to ignore the cords on the left for now,
okay,
and work on the cords to the right. And this is the simplest macrame knot there is. It's an alternating half hitch.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is, this is going to be my lazy cord, and the green one is going to be my knotting cord. I'm going to create a loop on the same side the cord is, and bring my finger under the lazy cord and bring it around. So I've just created one single loop. And you pull that cord up. Now you alternate, so now the green becomes your lazy strand. The red, you create the loop, come underneath your lazy, and back into that loop you've created, and you pull that one up, and that is your alternating half hitch. So you can see now I've got a loop on the left side of green and a loop on the right side of red, so the opposite to where it is. Okay. So you just remember, if you've just done a red loop around the green cord, you're going to use the green cord next, and the red one's going to be lazy, and you'll get a lot quicker at doing this, like so, like that. You can see that you just alternate the cords in your hand and create that loop, and that is the alternating half hitch knot. And you just create as many knots as you need, and you can count them. So if you go, the green's the first, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can create as many knots down that side as you want, and then you're just going to do exactly the same on the opposite thread. So literally you take those ones over there and you do the same on the opposite side. So alternate, alternate, like so, and you would count to 6 knots this way. And that is really as simple as it is. And all you do to finish is, there's my 6 knots that way. And if they're not tight enough, you can go back and tighten them up. But all you're going to do to finish that off is just to tie an overhand knot, like so these don't come undone. And to tighten that overhand knot into the right position, if you just take a T-pin, and you can pull the knot around the T-pin and lock it into position, like so. So you just literally push the knot right up to the T-pin, get that out, and it'll be right up to your work, and you do exactly the same on the opposite side. So an overhand knot, T-pin into the loop. So I'm just going to push that up there, like so. Then I can use my finger just to push that knot right into position. And that's your little wish bracelet made. I would cut off so there's plenty of cord here, and then all you need to do is just to heat seal these at the end. So if you've got a thread zapper, you can thread zap them.
Perfect.
Mine is in here. Let's have a little look, hopefully. Here it is. There we go. So you can use the thread zapper if you've got one of these, and all you need to do is make sure all the cords are fairly long so that you've got plenty to just to tie the knot with, and then literally, hopefully I've still got some battery in my thread zapper. There we go. So all I'm doing is taking those, and I've cut them all, and they're all heat sealed at the end with the thread zapper. You can see that's smoking away and it's nice and hot, so that will seal those so they won't fray now. And you've got your wish bracelet ready to tie onto your friend or whoever you're gifting it to, or onto a card. And all I've done with the cards is literally just punch 2 holes in the front and tied the bracelet on the inside.
I love it.
Very, very simple to do.
I mean, you made that so quickly.
Yes, I mean, literally, most of them will take between 5 and 15 minutes to make. So you've got very quick makes. If you're thinking, okay, well, I can make probably 7 or 8 of these an hour. You know, once you've got your printer set up for the cards as well, it just creates a little template. You can put 4 onto a piece of A4 card, cut them into 4, and they're ready to go. Or even smaller.
Yeah.
You could do them sort of, you know, A5 or A6 size. You know, even things like revision cards.
Yes.
Handwrite onto them if you've got beautiful handwriting, and then just punch holes into them. You don't even need a printer.
That's fantastic. And you can, you know, you could also, it's great to have, like, if you're somebody that's selling your jewellery and you've got a craft fair, to have a load of these. I mean, they're just quick, aren't they? And they're easy sells. And, you know, people are looking for stocking fillers, or they don't know what to get somebody. It's thoughtful. It has that wonderful story behind it as well. And it's just, I like it.
Great to sit there and make, because people will come and watch you making jewellery. And then once they've seen you making something, even if it's something as quick as a wish bracelet, then they want to buy it because they know you have made it, and you're not just, you know, saying you've made it. You actually have made it.
That's fab. Could I have a look at the card closest to us? Yeah, that weave is just really fascinating. Okay, and the poem says, put this bracelet on your wrist, close your eyes and make a wish. As the cord wears through, legend says it will come true.
Yes. And there are lots of poems and things, you know, you can do a little search on a search engine for lots of these sort of poems, and there's different ones. There's ones for christenings or best friends. There's ones where you gift 2, one for me and one for you. There's all sorts of different ways of gifting these. So, you know, like his and hers and all sorts of things.
Love it. Oh, I love it. I love this. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks. Sarah, everybody. Yay. Okay, awesome. Appreciate you and these wonderful designs. I'm going to have a look at everything properly afterwards. So we've got loads left. It is clearance, clearance, clearance. Some of these things that are clearing are just crazy. Okay, so first of all, I have got a bundle with some hematite. Oh my gosh, I want this. I absolutely love this. You have got here 3 different colours in the hematite. You're also getting, in fact, let me show you what how cool are these?
I know, brilliant, aren't they? I love hematite. I just love it at this time of year. It's just very festive.
It is. I love this colour palette together as well. It's so beautiful. So you're getting 3 strands of your hematite. These are, wow. These are huge. They're super heavy. I love them. So you have got the 90 carats of your gold coloured, you've got 90 carats of your silver coloured, and you have got 95 carats of your traditional hematite plain rounds. They're 20 centimetre strands or 18 centimetre strands. So the silver and the gold are 18 centimetre, and the traditional is going to be 20 centimetres, and they are 6 mil. Perfect size, right?
Yes, absolutely. Desert island beading size.
Wonderful.
You can't have any other size of bead. 6 mil bead is absolutely the most versatile.
and very unisex as well. Very unisex.
I was going to say that is, you know, that is the sort of piece of jewellery that my husband would wear. In fact, he had a piece of jewellery that he used to wear and wear and wear, and I actually mended it about 5 times before he eventually lost loads of the beads, because he wore it to death. He literally didn't take it off, and it was hematite and Jamaican coloured seed beads, so yellow, green and red, and hematite. And he absolutely wore it and wore it and wore it, and I literally replaced the strand inside it because he literally wore it in the shower and the swimming pools and the sea and everything else. So it's just brilliant.
Fantastic. Also, as part of the kit, you're also going to get, that sounds amazing, by the way, I really like that idea, that bracelet. Also, you are going to get your essential threading pack, which has got your silver coloured beading thread. You have also got your 80 metres of your monofilament, and you've got 6 metres of the 0.8. So we had the 1 mil and the 0.5 earlier. Now you've got the 0.8 in your clear elastic as well. Plus, you've also got your findings kit, which is awesome, all in 925. I mean, for $24.75, 3 strands of hematite, your beading essentials, and you've got a sterling silver findings kit, and that, people, is not your price. We're going to take every single pound and every single penny off. It is clearance, clearance, clearance for you. It's going to be a Christmas cracker price.
The sterling silver on its own's okay. I'm not saying anything.
Absolutely. This is like a publicity deal, right? Where we find out how many people are watching, where we're making friends.
Yeah.
This is amazing. You've got, in your sterling silver, you're getting 2 of the bolt ring clasps, you're getting 2 of the shepherd's hooks, you are getting 4 of the crimp beads, you're getting 4 of the crimp bead covers, you are getting 4 of the ball head pins, and 4 of the sterling silver open jump rings. So you've got all of that sterling silver, you've got 3 strands of hematite. I think this has just got Christmas party written all over it, but again, you could mix this and match this. And
I'd just make a necklace where it's alternating between all 3 colours. Just
beautiful.
Just because you can wear that with, you know, that little back dress at Christmas. You can wear it every day with whatever you're wearing, because metallic tones go with everything.
Yep.
So for me, it's just the most versatile kit. You can either keep it separate or you can mix and match all of those colours together. The fact that you're getting the sterling silver findings pack in there at that price is just... And then you've got the threading pack as well, which, you know, for a lot of us, you know, you make a lot of jewellery, you do go through your threading packs, you know, you might be looking at replenishing your threading materials as well.
I would like this with the rose gold jump rings that we had earlier in between.
Oh, yes, that would look lovely.
Wouldn't it?
Any of those tones with the rose gold in between would look amazing.
It is busy, busy. Hello, Janice. Hello, Pam. Andrew's bought 2. Well done. Dawn and Mary, congratulations there to Cardiff. Sandra's there. Leslie's there. Joanne and Cara and Jan. Collects in Manchester. Claire's with us. Collects in Midlothian. Avis, Janine, make sure that you are checking out. Nigel's just joined us as well. Lovely to see you. Congratulations there to Chris. Well done. Gail's bought 2. It is so busy.
Yeah, I just had to.
She's taken them.
I've taken them. I just had to. Look, they're just plaited together. How simple that is. It just looks really... I haven't even really plaited them an awful lot, but they look beautiful together.
We've got Mark in Oxfordshire. I wonder if that's our Mark.
Could well be.
Well, it's our Mark anyway, because it's part of our family, right? So, well done, Jane in County Durham. Aberdeenshire's bought 2 of these as well. Collects in Cheshire have just joined us. £10 and 65. Oh my gosh, I love those.
You see, I'd make a little set of triple row connectors from some sterling silver wire and just keep them like that as well.
Oh, gorgeous. Or stack. You could just stack them as.
Yeah. Or put them on memory wire and just, you know, have them alternating through. And just twisted round. I just thought they're lovely. I just love those metallic tones.
They're gorgeous. I love this. Very, very unisex. I absolutely love these. They are gorgeous. And, you know, if you wanted to alternate them and just have 2 colours, like one and each, they all work with each other.
They do.
They all work with each other. Lots of people multi-buying. Mark's bought 2 as well. Right, I've got, now, we have got clearance, but they're like these little mini kits. They're like bundles, but they're like mini kits. So let me share with you what we've got next. Right, I'm going to just shove all of these over here because I don't have to touch those anymore. Right, so... We have got another clearance mini kit for you now, again with sterling silver findings. You've got 2 of the shepherd's hooks, you've got 2 of the jump rings, you've got a bolt clasp, you've got 2 of the crimp tubes, and you have got 2 ball head pins. So you get 9 pieces. On top of that, you've also got a silk thread spool that you've got here as well. So that is size 06, which is your 0.7mm, and that is black. There's 2 meters of that. And it also comes with a needle as well. And then you've got silver coloured freshwater cultured pearls. These are near rounds. They are absolutely gorgeous. 6 to 7mm. You've got 38 centimetre strands.
Yes.
Aren't they amazing?
So, I mean, even if you were to use this kit in the simplest of its formats, which would be a pair of earrings and a beautiful pearl knotted neckline piece, you have got enough silk on that spool to make at least 2 full pearl knotted neckline pieces, if not more. So you've got the findings to be able to finish off the neckline piece. You've got the findings to be able to create the earrings. If you've never pearl knotted before, what a great way to get into pearl knotting. And if you do want to know a little bit more about pearl knotting, I believe we've got a pearl knotting day next Wednesday.
Have we?
Yeah.
Ooh. We're going to be going low. We are going to be going low on these. Incredible. £14.95. Amazing value. Again, with sterling silver. The strand of pearls is just in itself is gorgeous.
It's a beautiful strand of pearls. I love the sort of iridescence that's coming through, the colour play that's coming across the surface of those silver pearls. When I think of sort of silver pearls, I think of a plain colour. These don't have plain colour. They have got beautiful greens and purples and pinks. Coming across the surface, they are beautiful. So if you're thinking with the description there that it's going to be that sort of flat silver colour, you haven't got any of that. You've got a beautiful colour play. They are amazing.
They're gorgeous. They're so metallic, aren't they?
They are.
So many of you there on the phone lines. Again, well done. Sharon, you've got yours. Congratulations. Julie, Hannah's there. Well done. Congratulations there to James. You've got yours. Oh, I've got a sterling silver findings. It's going to be fast and furious now until the end of the hour. Right, I have got a sterling silver findings kit now with pearl head pins.
Oh, gosh. How amazing.
How pretty are these? How pretty are these?
Oh, gosh. Those are so beautiful. You could almost make those into pearl studs, couldn't you?
Yes, you could. I mean, they're ready, aren't they?
They
Just
are.
cut them, put some little ridge in them, and
you could. You didn't even need to use them as a head pin if you didn't want to. They are beautiful.
Just amazing, just amazing. So you are getting your pair of shepherd's hooks in sterling silver. You've got 2 of your bolt ring clasps. You've got 4 of your crimp beads, you've got 4 of your crimp tubes, and you've got 4 of your jump rings, all in sterling silver with your pearl head pins as well.
Oh, lovely.
Aren't they gorgeous?
I haven't seen those before.
Have you not?
No.
What would you be, what does that, oh my gosh, £7.95.
Really don't need to say anything else about it, just multiply that at that price. It's just amazing.
Exactly.
Amazing price, isn't it? And to have, you know, I love my pearl jewellery, and I typically wear a pearl neckline piece, and I just put something different on today. I just love those because for me, the bottom of, you know, to use those with any of your beautiful pearls, to have that seamless finish to, you know, whether you're using those for earrings or a pendant drop, to have that there already. Or whether you wanted to use those with your Swarovski crystals, you know, some of the bicones, and use those to be sort of into bridal pieces or maybe into a tiara or something like that. Just beautiful. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Multi-buy on those, £7.95. That is an absolutely phenomenal deal, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's lovely.
Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
I love those.
Love, love, love. Add them to your order. If you've already bought something, you know.
Oh gosh, yeah, definitely. I'd be multi-buying those just for those pearl head pins.
Perfect.
Everything else is a bonus.
Absolutely. Over 4 grams of silver in this as well. So you've got a weight of silver here. Precious metals, beautiful finish, lovely quality. Perfect. Right, next up, let's do, oh, look at these. How cool are these? The glasses, the glasses are coming out. These are amazing. Oh my gosh. This is your Imperial jasper. I mean, every single one of these is so unique and different. Have a look. So look at these. I mean, some of these are really, really sizable. I love this colour palette that you've got here as well. These wonderful, kind of rich, beautiful kind of raspberries, deep raspberries, kind of cherry colours that you've got here with these real fresh, stunning, it's almost like an avocado green, that, isn't it? It's beautiful. Just been eating avocado today, so that was the first thing that came into my... It's an avocado green. Yes, Emma, that's going to sell them. You've got real unusual kind of concentric circles that you've got. I mean, look at this one. This one's like some kind of modern art painting. The details that you've got on there as well. They're ace.
They are lovely, aren't they?
Look at this one.
I love the tones in there. That's almost like mocha, isn't it?
It is.
Almost looks like it's, you know, almost got sort of wooden grains through it as well.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
It's just beautiful.
These, quite a lot of them have got that kind of, this one as well, that kind of almost grain effect that you've got here as well with this one. They're just incredible. So you're guaranteed, this reminds me of just like cream, and it's got little speckles of like, I don't know, strawberries in there.
Vanilla ice cream, isn't it? The posh vanilla ice cream.
The posh vanilla ice cream.
The little flecks of vanilla through it.
Definitely. Gorgeous. So you're getting 350 carats of your Imperial jasper, multi-shapes, multi-sizes. I mean, this is such a beautiful bundle. Should be at $29.95. That's not the price. We are going to the lowest ever price.
Lovely.
Amazing. What would you do with them?
I'd be tempted to make brooches from the larger ones. So do a seed bead bezel, maybe onto some backing foundation, make a beautiful sort of brooch for this time of year for a winter coat. Maybe set it onto some lace as well.
Oh, gorgeous.
Maybe some ribbon sort of down the back, just sort of create a beautiful, sort of almost like a rosette style brooch, but with a little bit of a sort of a Victorian feel to it. And then the smaller ones, I'd be tempted to some of those to actually to make sort of a wire work pendant from a few of them. Smaller ones to make some little wire work sort of prong set rings, but you could use things like the gallery wire we had on earlier tonight if you managed to get that to set them.
Still haven't seen that gallery wire.
I know, it's amazing. We had it on earlier tonight and I think it all sold out.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
$19.95, by the way. I've just seen the price for 350 carats. This particular example has got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 cabochons in here. Obviously, they will vary, but I mean, incredible value.
Yeah, lovely.
Beautiful. Right, next up, I've got the most. Look at these shapes. How cool is this faceted? Oh my gosh. Have a look at this. Right, this is your Ametrine. Sorry, I'm so excited by this. They're really awesome. Kind of, like they call it these large nuggets, but they're not large nuggets, are they?
They're not. They're not. They are so sizable. They're not nuggets. They're beautifully faceted. Just irregular shapes. I mean, I think that's probably a nicer way of putting it rather than a nugget. I think they're, you know, the way that they faceted them and shaped them, I think is beautiful because it brings out the personality of each gemstone. It
does. And just to show you, so on this side, they've been faceted kind of horizontally, if you're holding it that way. But then when you flip it over on this side, they've been faceted diagonally. So actually, when you look into these gemstones, you can see it's almost like there's like a, have a look, it's like this kind of square.
It's almost like a prism effect, isn't it?
It is.
You know, the way that the light's going to run across those, you're going to get lots of you know, the way the light's going to refract through the gemstone is going to be beautiful.
It's really
from those
interesting.
facets. Yes. You can almost see when you moved that one then, it almost went sort of like a bright pink on one side, and then it sort of goes back to purple, and now it's coming through. You can see the sort of citrine tones on that side. It's just amazing the way you're moving them, the way the facets and the light play through the gemstone.
I love these. They're really different, aren't they? Really cool. Look at those. 140 carats, £12.95 today.
See that price, I would just literally strand that and have it as a neckline piece, just a real feature neckline piece, because that sort of piece of jewellery is just, you know, such a statement, yet it's something you can wear very effortlessly. That's just...
I think that's really cool. And look, as I move, you see all of the... And all the faceting is all kind of irregular as well. They're all different. So you've got some that, like these ones here, where my finger is, that are kind of on the diagonal that way. These ones are horizontal. You've got these ones here over here, vertical. I mean, it's just really interesting, isn't it? The way that it interacts with the light, the relationship between the light and the observer and the wearer. I mean, it's just really cool.
It is. And, you know, that sort of, you know, neckline piece, that sort of statement piece, I mean, I'm fortunate that I go into central London a lot, and I see sort of, you know, the designer jewellery shops and a place like Bond Street and Burlington Arcade and places like that. And you see sort of beautiful pieces of jewellery like that are so out of your price range, so unattainable, except if you know about Jewellery Maker and can make it yourself. And they, you know, that price, it's just amazing.
It really, really is. Incredible. Look at it in the light box. Amazing. Right, we've got some more awesome deals coming. Oh, these are really pretty. I love these. We had these in the pink the other day. These are your half drill. Oh my gosh, look at the pearlescence that you've got when they're in this wonderful kind of natural white that you've got here. These are really pretty.
They are.
These are. So these are your half drilled, carved, hand carved from, you know, one single piece of shell. Flip this over, you can see, you know, that beautiful mother of pearl that you've got there on the back. It's just incredible on your shell, just stunning. And the detail within these is just incredible. You're getting 10 of these half-drilled, beautiful white roses. They're just the detail is so pretty and they're so feminine. I mean, I would be thinking these may kind of go really well with wedding jewellery, maybe set into maybe a hairpiece or a comb, or even kind of actually into the dress itself, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because you've got the half drill on the back there, you can actually put a little loop on the back of them to actually create them as almost like buttons.
Oh, wow.
So you could almost use those as a decorative button, whether it be on bridal shoes or whether it be on the back of the dress itself, or even if you wanted to create a little loop and sew these onto a veil.
So pretty. So pretty. And they're 50p each. It's crazy, isn't it?
It is.
They're 50p each. And because they're half drilled as well, I mean, obviously they're going to be perfect for earrings, perfect for set into a ring.
Yeah, definitely. So you just, you know, you could just use your strong glue, your strong jewellery making glue, and you can attach a post onto the back of them. Either that, or you can attach a little piece of wire into the back. Or use some of our half-drilled findings even, which we've had recently, and they would work beautifully.
Perfect. Sorry about my really rubbish math. I thought there was 20 of these. They're £1 each. That's still a crazy deal, isn't it? £1 each.
It is, for something so beautiful.
Perfect. Okay, wonderful. Next up, oh my gosh, wait until you see this.
Oh, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. They are beautiful.
These are good. I picked it up and I was like, is that lapis? Because I couldn't quite see. And then I'm like, no, it's not. It is, of course, the diamond colour coated black spinel. I was really reluctant when I saw that they had coated black spinel. I was like, why would you do that, like, to something so just peerlessly beautiful? And then I saw it and I was like, that's why you coated the black spinel.
Yeah, it is one of those, you know, I think, you know, coatings when they are so beautiful and enhance the natural beauty of the gemstones so beautifully, are not a problem to me at all. And when I first saw corrected gemstones, I was like, not sure about that. But actually now, I actually think it's just enhancing what you've got there, which is, you know, we all enhance what we've got. We use products in our hair and put makeup on, or, you know, moisturisers and various other bits and bobs, and we don't think anything of it.
Exactly.
And all we are doing really with the beauty of the gemstone is just allowing even more of that beauty just to shine through, just by giving it, you know, just a little helping hand.
It's really, and they're sizable. I mean, these ones in the centre are really, really sizable. You've got, what, 9 by 4 in the centre. I mean, they're beautiful. £9.95. I think this has got Christmas party written all over it, really.
It has, definitely. And I love that sort of, you know, that beautiful diamond coating, coloured sort of coating on it. It's like, can you imagine, you know, you can say, oh, you know, they have got that look of a black diamond about them, haven't they? The way that the light plays across the top of them. But they're so sizable, and you've still got a really beautiful, genuine gemstone there. And for me, spinel is everything a black diamond wants to be and more anyway.
Yes.
But you can get the size that, you know, you want to have that impact. So those are just beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Love those, love those. For a £10 note as well. For a £10 note. It's crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy.
Absolutely gorgeous. 0800 644 655 if you want to pick up the phone and join us today. You can also bid on the web. Don't forget you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't forget, you know, it's 1pm, so if you've purchased anything today and you love these, add them to your order. Right, we've now got... Oh, this strand is so cool. Look at this.
Oh, I like those.
I like this as well. Right, there's only 12 of these left though. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Only 12 left. So this is your top drilled diamond in these beautiful amethysts that you've got here. They're really tactile. I just love how wonderful they feel. But getting the diamonds that have been top drilled as well, that's really cool. A lot of time you see it kind of drilled through the centre.
Yeah, definitely. And I think these would work beautifully on bracelets, whether you're either using them at the bottom of a drop of an earring, whether you want to put these into things like your seed bead work as well, and have genuine gemstone seed bead pieces of jewellery, which I absolutely love mixing. And I know some people will be like, well, you know, mixing seed beads and gemstones together, but actually it works so well because you can make those really intricate designs, yet still have a genuine gemstone as a feature. And
Fantastic.
It's just beautiful. I love those. I think I can see those working beautifully with a super duo snake braid and actually sewing those in between. I think they would work beautifully.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Shall we see how many we've got on there? £9.95. We only had 12. There's now 10 chances left, 9 chances left. You're going to have to be quick on the phone lines, peeps. You've got, what, roughly 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. There's about 35, 36, maybe a few more on this strand. And again, at £9.95.
Gosh.
Good luck. Right, next up, I've got an absolute treat coming up for you now. Oh, look at these, though. Look at these.
Oh, they're so cute.
Oh, look at them. This is a treat for us. This is a treat for us, Beck. You've got your lovely two-toned, beautiful little shell rabbits. Ah. Oh. The detail's phenomenal. Look at these. Oh. So that's just all I can say right now is, oh, they're really lovely. No way.
They're cute.
They are, aren't they?
They are really, really cute. And I think, you know, if you've got a, you know, you want to make a little mobile or something for a child's room, or to have these maybe on a blind or something, somewhere, you know, to decorate beautifully, or if you want to make little pictures for the wall as well and use genuine gemstones.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
They are just really sweet.
That would be lovely. Oh. Nice little gifts for Easter as well. You know, not everybody wants chocolate. You could make some little Easter gifts. I know we're like not even at Christmas yet, but that's what everybody will be talking about soon.
Or, you know, if you've got, you know, an Easter candle, you know, you could decorate around the Easter candle with them as well.
Love it. Right. Next up, we've got 3 sterling silver slider balls for you. 3 sterling silver slider balls. It's a pack of 3, surprisingly enough. So, your sterling silver slider balls, for that mechanism that you've, you know, they've got silicone inside of these, so it's going to capture the chain beautifully inside. You've got that resistance, so you can just make these, adjust this to the perfect length on a bracelet, or of course on a necklace if you prefer.
Yes, that's it. So you can use, you know, you can use either the cord or chain that is 1.5 millimeters, which is what the diameter of this is. So once they're in there, you know, the silicone will hold it in the position to which it you want. So, you know, you don't have to just use this with chain as well. You can use it with your cords.
I love that with using it with cords. Yes. So with a 1.5 cord, and then at the end of your cord, you could put, you know, a couple of little silver beads at the end of the cord.
It, just to stop the cord running through. We know, so you've just got it's like a stopper.
That'd be really lovely.
Yeah. So you've either got the choice to sort of have both cords running down like you would normally, or you can have them running across as well.
That's cool. Imagine as well, you know, the hematite that we just had, you know, a couple of those with just a black cord and with just a few of the hematite in the centre. Yeah, that'd be really cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And also, you know, you can put things like your leather cords through these as well.
Yes. Love that. I like a bit of leather cord.
Yeah, they're beautiful. And it looks beautiful with these sterling silver.
Should be at £17.95. Now, this is clearance. We've only got a couple of minutes left. So you're going to get 3 of these, loads of sterling silver. You've got over 5 grams of silver across the 3 of these. They're weighty, they're quality, they're stamped, of course, with the 925. That's a deal and a half, isn't it? £12.95. There. What's that, like £4.30 each? That's crazy. Oh, soz, £4.31. And they're not all going to be £4.31 because it's 95, so some will be £4.31 and anyway, £4.30 a connector. That's really good value. And when you see these kinds of connectors, and you do see them on very considered bracelets in very considered department stores that offer very considered price points, I mean, it's just that quality finish like we were talking about earlier, isn't it?
Definitely. And you know, if you maybe, you know, somebody that maybe struggles with their dexterity for either a neckline piece or a bracelet, they're perfect because, you know, there's no clasp to do up. One size fits all. One size fits all.
We like that. We like that. For a 1.5 mil cord, or of course you could use your popcorn chain. It doesn't have to just be the popcorn chain, though, doesn't it?
No, as long as it's, you know, it'll go through the silicone, and you know, there's enough purchase for the silicone to grip it. It could be any chain that will go through there of that diameter.
Absolutely fantastic. Try us out. You know, maybe you've not worked with these before at this discounted price right now. You know, to get them for £4.30 each, that's just incredible.
It is, and even if you haven't got an idea in mind right now for using these, get them in your stash, and when you've got then, you know, you've got the design that you want to make, or maybe you've got a specific gemstone, you've got them ready.
Yay! Awesome. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's been amazing. I know I've only been with you for 2 hours. When are you next back with us, Sarah?
I am back, I believe, for a mid-show on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Yes.
Fantastic. Awesome. I'm back with you tomorrow on The Late Show. Am I with you again tomorrow, Beck? Yay! Awesome. And you, Adam. Wonderful. So I'm back on The Late Show tomorrow, and then I've actually got a day off on Friday. I've worked straight through since the 28th of October. I think I haven't had a day off since.
Oh, gosh.
I know, right? So, no, 31st of October, and then I worked 4 days straight before that, but I had a day off in the middle. So, yeah, it has been a bit mad, but it's been wonderful to be here. So, you are back mid-show on Wednesday. I'm back with you tomorrow on The Late Show. We're back live tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So, don't go anywhere and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye now.
You can watch our Jewellery Maker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage. Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people?